All right, what is up, you guys? So, as you can see, I got two keyboards here. This is not the Wooting. This, is my Wooting. This is pretty much my main keyboard, and this is my Venom60HE. Venom60HE. It doesn't sound as good. I need to tape mod it, do some other things. But a lot of people are always wondering, which one should I get? You can get either one. Technically, the Venom is superior in performance, technically. It mostly just has a little lower latency, but not many people are going to notice it. You have all the actuation points, all the rapid trigger stuff you can use, which really ups your keyboard control. And not many people are going to notice any type of latency. I mean, maybe some people will. If you are that person, go for the Venom. It technically is in higher performance. You can pretty much do whatever mods between the two. You should be able to tape mod the Venom. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked it up, but I wouldn't see why not. The Wooting. Man, I just love the sound. Might have to get a carbon fiber plate like my Wooting does for my Venom. They both have Geon rods inside of them, which honestly are probably the best switches you can buy. They just sound absolutely amazing. These have the Panda V4 stabilizers, and these have the it's the Divinity what is it, the Knight V3 screw-in stabilizers. They sound really good. But back to it. Just pick whatever you want. You can technically save more if you go with the Venom60HE. The PCBs between, I want to say 60 to 80. You can go into AliExpress and buy Geon Raws, pack of like 7 for like $40. Then you can buy the case probably for another $40. You can buy the plate for like $20. And keycaps, I just go with PBT keycaps, so that's like maybe like $15 to $20, maybe $25. It kind of matters what ones you go for, if you go higher expensive. But that's it. This all it has is case foam, PCB, of course, plate, another piece of foam, a little small piece of foam, and then just everything else on top of it. The Wooting, however, PCB is already over like 100. I think it's like 130, 140. Well, I want to say 140 to 160. But I think a fully built is over 200. And you could just build the Venom for under 200. But it's always, you can always pick whatever you want. If you want to use, you can pretty much do whatever you want to both of them. I wouldn't say one is superior than the other. I wouldn't say that at all. I wouldn't. I think it's just personal preference of what you want. If you want to try a more performance, something that's, has lower latency, I would go with the Venom. They both have web-based drivers. I use the beta versions for both, just so I can, test out the new stuff. My Venom seemed to have liked the beta version more. I don't know, maybe my actuation points were too low, or I had multiple keys that would activate by themselves. Maybe that was my fault, of course, with some things, but that's whatever. My Wooting never had that. But I think overall, it's really just personal preference of what you want. If you want to spend more, you can always do the Wooting. But overall, they're both really good keyboards in the end. There's not going to be like something so drastically different that everyone's going to be like, oh, you got to buy this instead. Oh my God, like this is so terrible compared to this. No. Just use whatever you want. The Wooting excites you more than the Venom. If you don't feel like building a whole keyboard, just get the Wooting or have someone build the Venom. But I personally would recommend getting a friend unless someone online will do it cheap, but I doubt that. So if you're not confident building a keyboard, which is not hard though, of course, just get a pre-built Wooting. That's all you got to do. And you wouldn't have to worry about anything besides once in a while lubing up your stabilizers and switches, but you don't even have to do that anyway though. That is personally your choice. You can just quite literally just buy new switches or whatever. But overall, I am having fun with the Venom. I've been swapping back between both. They both pretty much feel the same. The Venom always feels nice. The Wooting always feels nice. I think it's just whatever you want. And currently, I'm going to keep sticking with the Venom. Really kind of see what they do all with it. Of course, I'm going to keep using my Wooting. I just plug it into something else. Or right now, when I'm doing school, this is pretty much my gaming keyboard, and this is my typing keyboard. I always have my keyboard angle. It's probably about like there. But that's also just completely different. But overall, just go off of personal preference. It's not going to be like if you buy this or if you buy the Wooting, you're just going to lose in every game possible because the Venom has lower latency. It is such a small difference in latency. Like I said earlier, most people aren't even going to recognize it. If you do recognize it, good for you. But most people are not going to recognize it, which, it doesn't really make a difference. But if you want, top performance, go with the Venom. You're just going to have to build a whole keyboard though, which isn't hard, of course. Just always got to be careful. But if you just want a nice little pre-built, just go with the Wooting. But in the end, it's also always personal preference. So just go with whatever you guys want. You're not going to have like such drastic differences between someone that uses the Venom and someone that uses the Wooting. It's not like you're going to do absolutely terrible if you use the Wooting over the Venom. It's not even going to be that big of a difference. So use whatever you guys want. If some people like the Venom over the Wooting, cool. Wooting over Venom, cool. Whatever, just whatever. Just use whatever you want. So I'll see you guys in the next video.